Welcome to Hunt Fish Ride and welcome to the dog days of summer. It's mid-August and the surface temps are around 76 in the morning and hit 80 by mid-afternoon. We're going after panfish today. That means perch, bluegill, and crappie. This time of year the fish are spread out all throughout the lake basin, so we've got a lot of miles to cover to find them. We've got a full day of fishing with a lot of action, so stick around and enjoy the show. All right, guys, what a beautiful morning on the Minnesota-South Dakota border. Just dead calm. The water temp has come down 4 degrees in the last few days. We've got a ton of rain. There's a ton of green algae on the top, but overcast skies, dead calm, and we are going to fish right on the edge of a underwater peninsula. One edge of the peninsula is gradual. The end on one side drops from 6 to 12.5 feet rather drastically. With that water temp still being kind of high, I want to fish close to the bottom, a little bit deeper water. So I'm just going to kind of mosey around. The peninsula comes out like this. So I'm just kind of mosey around the edge of that with the trolling motor. Just troll to one spot, cast, sit for a while, and just kind of like still hunting, where you just move quietly for a little bit, find a new spot, sit for a little while. So that's what I'm going to do in this spot this morning. And we'll see. Oh, just snagged a piece of grass on the way down. And we'll see what we can come up with here. We'll get the trolling motor down and ready to move after I make a few casts with the jig and crawler. So we'll catch back up to you in a little bit. Well, there is my used to be throwback fish. So we're out at the cabin. Mom said, keep some fish today. She said, even sheephead. And we'll fry them up tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping that was a big old walleye. Since I proved a couple of videos ago that they're slimy. No, since I proved a couple of videos ago that they don't taste all too bad, I'm gonna keep a couple of these today. The amount of green algae out here is pretty crazy. I don't know why I'm throwing this on the non-camera side. Let's put it out right there. I don't know what's worse, the slime or the green algae. We got ourselves another sheephead here. Yep. Sheephead number 2. Anybody want to place bets on what this is? That's a big one too. Well, last time I said, we'll see how the big ones taste. If I can get him in. I think there are some perch in the area. I'll set that right down here. Oh, bluegill. Well, Mom wanted me to keep some bluegill too. Kind of hoping I may have found some perch. Ten inches. 10 inches. Oh, there was a fish right. Yep, there's a couple of fish right down there. Darn it. There he is. Yeah, the mark wasn't too big. Wasn't sure. Looks like there might be one or two more down there. Oh, maybe I'll stay here. I don't know what about this spot is holding them. Yep, they're still on down there. There he is. This one's a bit heavier. More down there. That one's 9. Yeah. Yep, there's still more down there. There we go. There's what we were looking for. I'm gonna guess 8.5 inches. Oh, 9 1/4. Bluegill or another sheephead? Big bluegill. Oh, monster. That is a thick one. Let's give this guy a little measure. Another just over 10. There he is. He's for the fish ride tonight. Uh-oh. Raindrops. Just a couple. Nothing crazy. I was looking down the lake. I could see, I guess it could be smoke too. So it was wildfire smoke, just causing a little bit of a haze on the other end of the lake there. It still could be smoke, but it might be a little bit of a sprinkle. It's either a small one or a perch. Oh, nice perch. Beauty. Ten and a half. Another perch. The little guy. What do we want to do for a jig? Pink one seems to be doing pretty well. Since the perch are here, I'm going to go with a little pink and white marabou. Perch generally seem to like that. I gotta poke the paint out of the eye. Ah, yeah, it was another perch. Took it all the way down. I hesitated. There we go. Another perch. Another 9-incher. Yep. That one's a little on the small side. We'll let him grow up. Oh, he just pooped on me. Come on, buddy. That wasn't cool. Alright, time to replace the battery on the 360. A little side bit of info. If the perch are biting, a lot of times marabou like that, if you're jigging it, you won't even need a night crawler. See? Right there. Oh, that is not a perch. That's a big bluegill. I got a perch screwing with that one over there. Another 10-incher. And there goes my bobber. Yep, got my worm. Alright, we are back in action, folks. And the fish are still there. And the sun is coming out. Oh, that one was heavy, whatever it was. Maybe a big sheephead. Why would a sheephead be biting that? Well, they'll eat pretty much anything. There goes bobber. And missed it. These perch are biting so light. That might be a bluegill. Otherwise, it's a darn nice perch. There you go, bluegill. Holy, what in the world has that one been eating? Look at the belly on that guy. Come on. There we go. Look at the belly on that guy. Big old fatty. Another 10-incher. There's another one suspended right back there. This one's a throwback, but like I said, I think I might be done keeping bluegills. Oh, there's some more there. There we go. Another fat bluegill. Alright, that'll be the last one. That one's got, check out his weird dorsal fin. He's just got a weird tiny little dorsal fin. Alright, that's the last bluegill. like a couple more perch. Another nice big fat one. That one's got a normal dorsal fin. I'd really like to run across some more perch. I think the very first thing I came across was perch. So what I did to find those, something that works well here quite often, because these perch are out just roaming the deeper spots. Oh, I think there are some suspended ones right underneath the boat. It might be perch. Sorry, I'll get back to my train of thought here in a little bit. Got a big school of suspended fish. Oh. Come on. There we go. Oh! That was a bluegill. Fighting a little bit too hard for a perch. But, so something that works well here, well, pretty much any lake, but, this one in particular, since, you know, it's a mile wide, a super long lake with the same depth and very similar bottom. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I told you, just a bare marabou jig. That's a nice one. That's what we were looking for. Okay. So, start on a piece of structure that either protrudes out from the shoreline or exists by itself out in the main lake. Hopefully, the wind direction is conducive to the kind of drift troll that you want to do. But I'll put out a slip bobber with a jig big enough to get down with a crawler, and then also a vertical jig, and just drift. You'll probably drift quite some time before you finally start to get some bites. When you do get more than one or two bites in an area, mark that spot, go back and re-drift it. Or like I did, I just put out the small anchor because I think I had 3 bites in the same area. So I put out the small anchor and happened to find the bluegill first. But I knew there were some perch biting based on how they were ticking the bobber and not being super aggressive. So I was able to get into some perch and some bluegill. Speaking of that, this might be a perch. Nope, bluegill. The way it's fighting. So, drift trolling till you get some bites. and then go back and give her another try. There's usually something a little bit different about the bottom that holds the fish. It's not necessarily anything to do with hard to soft bottom transition or anything like that, but there's usually something slightly different that seems to keep those schools migrating back and forth in that general area. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nice big old fatty. All right. So that's my my little, what would you call it? Perch and bluegill finding tactic for this particular lake. And I still got enough crawler on there to entice something else to bite. I had a sheephead dying on me. I didn't want him to die before I got a chance to bleed him. A couple of them are dead. Oh, they're breathing a little bit, so I really want to get them bled out. So I will do that and get back to you. Oh, silly me. Turn all the cameras off to mess with the live well. And look what bites on the marabou jig. The old fat crappie. We're going to have a mixed bag for Mom to fry up tonight. What do we got for length on this guy? 11 3/4. Another just hog of a bluegill. Don't you just love this time of year where you see all this blue crap, this turquoise? Well, I guess they call it aquamarine for a reason. All this algae is dying. You get this beautiful blue stuff floating around in the lake. There we go. Drifting again. How big is this guy? Drifting through the middle of the lake. Oh, there goes my other bobber. I should say my bobber. But he wasn't coming off. Hooked him right in the top of the mouth. Got him on just the plain white, plain, oh, plain white marabou. He is 12 3/4. He doesn't like his new home. What a beautiful day out on the water. Don't you guys think so? Unless I catch a couple of perch, I am done keeping fish. Certain someone back at the cabin wants a big fish fry tonight. We actually had walleye 2 nights ago. Or no, last night we had walleye. Not a lot. We did have walleye. And when I left this morning, she said, keep lots of fish. I got a bit of cleaning ahead of me to do. Big old bull bluegill. Look at the size of these things. It's crazy, I tell ya. Just huge. Mic battery's dead. Well, luckily it's a calm day today. Can you hear me all right? It is time to pull anchor. Get up a little bit more. The school that was here moved on. Well, my batteries are all dying, and the only thing I'm left with is the GoPro. Look at this hog. He's such a giant. Jeez. That's bigger than the ones that I got on my wall. Fatter, anyways. Come on, buddy. I'll let you go right after this. $10 3/4. See that? That is a hog. Hey guys, wrapping up the day, and what a beautiful one it has been. This morning was pretty overcast without a breeze. The wind picked up midday so we could do some drift fishing. We got into some jumbo perch, some slabber crappies, and some giant bluegill, and a few big old sheephead for Mom. But she wanted to fish fry, and she said keep lots of fish, so I'm happy to clean them if she's willing to cook them up. It is hot, sunny, and calm. All my camera batteries are pretty well shot, so I'm going to pack it up and head on in. So thanks for sticking with us this long. Hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It'll let you know when new content is coming out. It'll help me to support the channel. Also, don't forget, it's all fun and games till someone loses a wiener. See you on the next one. So we took the 2 lime halves. I prefer to use lemon, but I didn't have any lemons, so I just took the lime. Same lime that I squeezed into the bag of fish with sugar and water. And we'll boil them up in the water before adding the secret ingredient. And here is my secret ingredient. Louisiana crawfish, shrimp, and crab boil. And I will just add 2 tablespoons of this. And you do not want your water boiling when you add it, because the steam from this mix, if you get it up your nose, it's gonna burn a little bit. This is some potent but very good stuff. All right, so I've had the fish in the fridge soaking in its lime and sugar water. So next I'm going to just add that lime and sugar water to the pot before adding the fish, so I can bring everything to a boil, then I'll add the fish. Before I do add the fish to the boil, I am going to cut it into cubes. It helps it to get done sooner, and it helps it soak up all that goodness. There we go. Got the fish all cubed up. In a couple of minutes, the pot will be boiling, and I can add it in. You can already, the pepper in the air is already affecting me a little bit. Like I said, this is some potent but very good stuff. Oops, sorry about that. All right, we have the fish in. I'm going to cover it. All right, so oh, that stuff is already getting to me. So we'll cover it, come to a boil, and it should not take long at all. 5, 6, 7 minutes. You'll easily be able to tell when the fish is done. But like I said, don't breathe too much of that in. All right, catch back up with you when it's done. All right, folks, we have our Louisiana crab boil sheephead with, I took the liberty of adding some venison pork sausage cubed up, just for a little added extra flavor. So I'm going to dish some of that up, and I'll give you my reaction, which I already know is going to be good. All right, here we go. I'm going to add a little butter. Gotta mix that butter around. Oh, dropping some goodies. Delicious. Some of you may already know what the lime juice or lemon juice and sugar does. It really firms up the meat. Well, the lime and lemon juice firms up the meat, and the sugar gives it that sweet taste. I think some people refer to the recipe as poor man's lobster when you do that to a firm white fish. But yeah, it firms the meat up even more and gives it a little bit of sweetness. And then the Louisiana crab boil, it's got some heat. I'm not gonna lie. It's a different kind of heat. It's not so much not so much heat in the mouth, although there is a bit. It's a little bit deeper down. But this is delicious. So like I said, it's got some heat, so I might get some scratches every now and then. But sheephead, you know, in one of my last videos, we fried some up, and I thought it was actually pretty delicious. But using it in this Louisiana crab boil, poor man's lobster recipe that I've done quite a few silver bass or white bass this way. But this sheephead like this is absolutely delicious. And obviously you don't have to add any sausage to it. I did just for the heck of it. I eat a lot, and there wasn't a whole lot of fish. But the sausage, after soaking up the crab boil, is even better than normal too. So There you have it. Louisiana crab boil, poor man's lobster, made from sheephead. Mmm.